What's going on, my boy?
What up?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing just fine. I'm here for episode 1 of D&J,
D&J, motherfucker.
live in the record room.
Live in the record room.
This is our first attempt at a new venture, a podcast that we're going to be hosting hopefully weekly.
Yeah.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Dre. Okay, so we about to jump into this, man. We done dove in it head deep, Not in the motherfucking 3 foot. We ain't coming off the steps. We jumping head first. We ready.
Yeah. We bought some
ready.
microphones.
Got the microphones.
We were having a conversation a couple weeks ago, and we were like, hey, maybe we should record this.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people think that, oh, we could start a podcast, and we just went ahead and did it, so.
Exactly.
This is our introductory episode. We're just going to talk a little bit about ourselves, what we hope to gain from this, to give from this.
Exactly.
The topics that we want to cover and our schedule, and maybe a little bit of current news in our lives and the greater world. So
that's it right there. Let's
That's
go
it.
ahead and jump into it then.
yeah. So basically, I think what we want to do, since we're just kind of being transparent on this one, we want to interview local people, be it artists, businessmen, women.
Yeah, whatever type of entrepreneurship you got going, even if you just like to talk about a certain situation, you got to be good at it though, You come sit with me and, D and J,
That's it.
Dre and Josh, man, y'all come kick it with us,
And we are actually in a record room. So when we say live in the record room, we're sitting in my, I guess you could call it living room, but I got records all over the walls. We might feature like a record every episode.
I don't know. This really is the record room. Though,
It really
Josh,
is the
'cause
record
You got to
room.
think about it. You said the living room. You got to, if you want to call this the living room, you got one as soon as you come through the door. Then we come right here. This the record room.
True.
Then we go to the back den. That's the living room.
Okay, you're right. I got 3 living
Yeah,
rooms. This one's full of records.
The motherfucking record room right here.
My whole house is a living room.
Man, I love this house actually.
Hey, thank you.
Nice little viewing in the background, everything.
Absolutely.
So,
And so we might end up moving on from audio into video. And if that's the case, you'll either see the backyard or I'm going to get a green screen. Everything's still up in the air.
yeah, everything's still going. We just go come in head first, like I said, and just see what comes to it. Whatever
Exactly.
come. But we is trying to do a good job on this. Like this is something that we've been talking about for a few minutes now, and we ready to put our minds together. Now we putting our feet together and we walking. So
Yes.
that's the move.
So, yeah, we're live in the record room, and we're going to be recording in here.
Yeah.
We have a couple interviews lined up already for potentially the end of July, definitely into August.
Definitely the beginning of August, if not, because it's already, what's today? July?
God, it's almost August, right? It's July 23rd.
Yeah, damn.
Sheesh. That's crazy.
We talking about the end of July. It's already the damn end.
It's the end of July. So, yeah, August. Expect some
Okay.
things. We're located somewhere in between Detroit and Flint, and that's sort of the demographic of people we want to cover. Anybody in that, we don't want anybody driving over 2 hours to get here or anything like that. But
Exactly.
there's definitely a scene in the Pontiac music community that we want to give a voice to.
Yeah, because Detroit is on motherfucking fire right now,
On
man.
fire.
They on fire.
Influencing everybody type shit. Like
I just watched Cash Dow on $1 million worth of game interview. I was telling you about Gilly the Kid
Yeah.
and his boy. They had Cash Dow on there, and I was watching last night. I'm like, damn. So these motherfuckers, they done put they stamp and they own it. And what Cash Dow was saying, she like, shit, we been had a motherfucking a face. We had the music. You know what I'm saying? We got Big Sean and Eminem and all them type of guys, Royce the 5'9", Trick, he no fly zone guy, But now it's the guys that's from the inner city of Detroit, like that's really coming into the game, like Peasy and Vezzo, you know what I'm saying? 42 Dub.
absolutely.
Who else we got? I mean, Payroll, all them guys.
Yeah, there's plenty of names to name.
Them
but,
the guys that's really putting a face on our music in Michigan now. The real Detroit shit. You feel me? Like how Atlanta got their names with Thug now. The real deal guys. So that's a good look for Detroit. And what they actually doing is they putting all the surrounding areas on. You know, we got DDG. He from Pontiac.
Hey, DDG.
Yeah, but he don't got that sound like Detroit.
Right.
But he you know what I'm saying? He authentic in the game right now, though. You know, we got a few guys out there in Flint coming in.
Yeah.
We got Rio out there.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, silly ass nigga. The Coochie Scouts. You know what I'm saying? We got a few guys coming out. So what we doing in Pontiac, we still got that same algorithm going through. We just ain't got nobody that really popped off in a trench area. Like I said, DDG, Pontiac made.
Right.
But we want to get that dirty, grimy, grimy out there. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, man.
We got to get everything on the map.
Absolutely.
That's just how it is. That's the type of music we got out here in Michigan.
Yeah.
It's good music as well. So we need to be respected with that street shit, man. we ain't playing it. I mean, respect to Eminem and Big Sean, them guys, but y'all guys got to hear what these people saying all around Michigan, not just Detroit, you know.
Yeah, I think that's an important point. Is that a lot of people, even when they're from Michigan, if they leave the state and someone asks them where they're from in Michigan, it's kind of an ongoing joke that everyone says Detroit, even if they're not. You know, they could be 2 hours outside. But what you kind of touched on is, you know, we got 42 Doug, Vezzo. Both of those guys were just interviewed on the Breakfast Club. I mean, Detroit is
talking about Babyface
popping.
Ray too.
Yeah, and Babyface is going to be on No Jumper.
He the guy.
They got an interview lined up. So the sound is popular. I mean, California is emulating it. It is its own thing in the same way that like a Detroit Coney is its own thing.
You know what I would say though?
So,
I know you just said California emulating it, but really, if you go back and look at it, they always compare Detroit and California sounds.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say they emulating us. It's just so crazy that Detroit and California just got that same fucking sound for some reason.
They're linked up.
Nobody really took it. The sound is just kind of connected for some reason.
No,
I think both of our sides, like where we from, we kind of got that same type of lingo.
Yeah.
Like we not the New York smooth talk. We not the down south, you know, country shit.
Right.
California and the Midwest is kind of like, you know what I'm saying? We just got that proper talk, but we from the hood and we know how to architect, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. There's an articulation there that's like it's
They
similar.
go to word,
Maybe it isn't emulate. Maybe it's like influence, because you're right. There's a relationship between the Midwest, particularly Michigan and California, those two states. Because I listen to a lot of podcasts based out of that area or listen to rap out of there, and those guys, they say the Detroit sound. Like they almost pay homage to Detroit rappers. Like they're like, man, that Detroit shit is popping right now. Like, or they're like the Detroit sound. But you know what? Everyone influences each other. So I think California's influencing Detroit. Detroit's influencing them. But I think those two are probably the most comparable in style and sound right now.
They definitely is.
With
even
those,
Chicago, though they up here Midwest with us, they even got a different sound.
Totally
you know
different, bro. Yeah. In that same train of thought, Pontiac has its own sound.
It do. I'm waiting to see that's what I'm trying to see. Like, who go put this street trench shit Pontiac on the map?
Yeah. And you know what? We're hoping to find that person. Or at least if that person's already out there, give them a voice and let them talk. I mean, you grew up in Pontiac. You know, every time we're downtown, man, you're waving to people. You know everybody down there. So
I know, damn man, Pontiac small, man. I'm from Lancaster, north side of Pontiac. It's a small city, but it's the inner city. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of black people out there. You know, we grew up kind of not with a lot of money, but everybody was comfortable. So people, you know what I'm saying, they would call it like the small Detroit or something. Because, you know, Detroit kind of got a lot of crime and shit. So people, they see Pontiac, they'll think it's the suburbs because it's outside of Detroit. But really, we surrounded by all these areas, but really that really is a city too, with a lot of inner city black people. And we came up, you know what I'm saying, going through the same shit a lot of motherfucking bad areas is. So
yeah,
it's all good.
No, it's its own thing. I mean, if you're from Michigan, you know.
If you're from Michigan, you go know about Pontiac.
Absolutely, and it really is a middle point between Detroit and Flint. You know,
ironically
enough, it's like
but we got the Clarkston area.
Yes,
Rochester, them the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? Them the suburbs.
And that's more where I grew up and we kind of meet in the middle. And that's where we're like, you know, we want to cover a wide variety of things on this podcast for that reason. We kind of already said this, but we have a couple people lined up. They happen to be rappers out of Pontiac. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, we got my boy K Scheme. He come through. That's
talk
gonna
that
be
shit.
one of my guys.
He's great. He was on No Jumper.
He from
recently.
the same area I'm from, actually. Yeah, Casters.
And we got a list, man. And we're open and ready and taking suggestions. We got a couple people that are just gonna pod with us, probably bi-weekly, weekly. Just a couple of friends. We're gonna keep it casual. We're also just gonna listen to what our viewers want.
Exactly.
As this thing develops, and we will mold it around that. We do want to cover some current events. We're going to talk about our lives. We're just going to see where this thing goes, and whichever direction it does, we're going to lean heavily into that. So
yeah, just a day in the life of D and J.
That's it.
Dre and Josh, man. This is what we've been doing. You know, we just sit back and chill, and just talk for hours about all kind of situations. So.
Honestly.
We figured, like, why not put this out in the world and get paid for it? You know? So
yeah,
that's the whole move.
We also thought too, like, okay, if we're having such great conversations, we know people want to be a part of that. They want to listen, or they, you know, not everyone has time to do that, or has the right person to really riff and get deep about all kinds of different cultural topics. Be it music, philosophy, religion, you know, you fill in the blanks. But Dre and I, over the course of our friendship, we just talk, man. And we got a good flow. We got a good rhythm. I know when people are working or on their way to work or just relaxing and kicking it, me in particular, I have my 5 podcasts that I tune into weekly just to listen to other people. You know, I feel like they're my friends type stuff, you know, where you listen to people and it's like, you develop this relationship of, you know, what's going on in their week type shit. But essentially, we have some good people in our lives that we want to give a platform to.
Mm-hmm. In our world, yeah.
So with that, how was your weekend, man?
My weekend was pretty good, man, and it's getting started again. Ain't today Friday, right?
Today's Friday, yeah. How was your week?
My week was actually kind of, you know what I'm saying, it was up in the air, but I was catching shit everywhere it came, so.
Nice.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
What about you, my boy?
It was good, man. I was telling you a little bit about this earlier, but figured out how to get advertisements on a website for one of my jobs. That was pretty cool.
We was talking about that.
Shout out Google AdSense for anyone that has their own business or is looking to monetize their website. Google AdSense, in my opinion, is the way to go. My boss was pretty much like, "Hey, I want to figure out a way to get some not passive income, but you know, revenue."
Exactly right. Just off the ads.
Yeah, and so he tasked me with that. We had a little Zoom, and Google AdSense approved our website, and then they do all the work for you. I mean, you allow them to have access to your information. They figure out where to put the ads, where they're best suited on your site, and based on how many clicks you get revenue. So
you think we want to tell them about that finesse trick that you came up with?
If anybody is listening and they know this, can I click it 100 times to make some money? Or is Google just going to be like, hey, it's coming from the same IP address?
Because you know they so tight, they clicked in, they go no. Like,
yeah.
Okay, he trying to get over on us now.
100%. So
he got his friends, family, everybody clicking.
Everybody's clicking in a 5-mile radius.
But, you know, it's worth a motherfucking try though.
Yeah, absolutely. So I did that. Did a little work from home. Let's see. My girlfriend Sammy was in Chicago Monday through Wednesday, visiting a mutual friend.
So that's what she was out there, just out there hanging.
Yeah, okay. She went out there to visit her. Girl that we grew up with, super awesome person. Paid her way through school. She's a nurse out in Chicago. Did survive the whole COVID thing. You know, worked through that frontline type shit.
But she from out this way, huh?
She's from out here. Yeah,
okay. Yeah. They're around our age.
She is 2 years younger than me. So yeah, she's right around here. You might know her. I'll say her name off camera. She went to see her. They haven't seen each other in a year and a half, 2 years because of COVID. And like I said, she moved out there. So she went out there, stayed with them. They took a train into the city and had a good time, man.
Yeah, Chicago actually is a good ass city.
It's a fun place, man.
It is, man. Like
with the right
I know you go to California or Miami and shit like that, but Chicago is actually a good ass place to visit in the summertime.
In the right areas, in the right
Especially
time.
at the right areas. I mean, well, mostly downtown area, but you know,
They got great food.
great food.
I fuck with Chicago dogs. I'm not gonna lie. I love the
It's
Detroit
just
style.
a great
but
scene. Yeah. Oh, you talking about they
Yeah.
they dogs and
with
shit.
the
hot
fucking
dogs
sweet
and all that
relish
good
and
shit.
the tomatoes. It's different out there.
Yeah, I mean that's what they known for. Shit, Detroit is too. Actually,
That's right.
you got the Philly cheesesteak out there in Philly. You got the New York what deep dish or some shit, or is that Detroit deep dish?
Detroit has deep dish.
Detroit is known for
New
their
York
deep
has.
dish.
I think
They
they're,
got
like,
the delis
thin-
and shit.
They got the delis and
They
the
got
thin
the
sliced
sandwiches,
pizza.
like
the
what
bar
is they,
pizza.
What they call that shit? Chopped cheese or some shit like
yeah,
that.
every like geographical like little location has their own
Yeah.
food, so to speak, or
So it's all good though. I never been out there to California. I heard they food not too bad though.
it's all right, man. It's pretty good. I mean, everything has to be good because it's California, but I couldn't tell you what they're known for. You know, like maybe seafood, but all the restaurants out there are top notch. We'll go out there.
Yeah,
and
we gotta
you just
check
eat
it
good.
out. We
you know?
gotta check it out.
But anyway, she was in Chicago, and
Okay.
I guess the greater part of that story, which is super cool, the last day she was there, like the secret mission part of her trip was to find Joseph Sikora,
Tommy.
aka Tommy Egan.
Tommy E.
Yeah, cancel Christmas on their ass. Power, man. You turned me onto that show. What, during COVID, and I turned it on with Sammy in the room, and she was kind of like,
Man,
not
y'all-
about it, not about it. And
exactly,
she heard
right.
Tommy's voice, and I remember,
Wait a minute,
like,
who is that?
season 1, episode 1, he came on the screen, and she looked up from her phone and was like, "Bing," watching, you know. So Tommy's, it's everybody's favorite
She was
character.
hooked, huh?
Let's be real.
Exactly.
Like, if you watch Power, you fucking love Tommy. Like, he's the loyal dude. He's the guy that's got
He's
your
the guy.
fucking back. He's the guy. So anyway, he's filming his offshoot show, Power Book 4, Force, in Chicago.
Okay.
She's been like fangirling him on IG, saving his location. So she was trying to 2-for-1 go visit her friend in
trying to catch
Chicago
that boy,
and
huh?
catch him filming, right? So they just released Raising Canaan, and he was at the premiere in New York on Monday or Sunday. So she's freaking out. She's like, great, I'm going to Chicago. He's not there, blah, blah, blah. She doesn't see him. You know, she's enjoying her time with her friend. Last day, she's texting me. She's at some Mexican dive bar, and she's like, well, looks like I'm heading home. You know, I
So she was down bad.
She
She
was-
was like, I didn't
she's
complete
down
the
bad.
mission, Josh.
you know, little hungover maybe, didn't complete the secret mission. And I was like, you know what, give me a second. I went on Reddit real
Say-
quick. I hopped on his IG. Nothing was on his story. And then I went on Twitter and I typed in filming locations in Illinois or in Chicago or something. And there's a fucking Twitter called Filming in Chicago.
Okay.
It's got 41,000 followers, and they live update locations for sets that take place in the city. So basically, anybody that sees anything, they're retweeting, they're verifying information. And I'm going, holy shit. I scrolled down. 18 hours ago, they had posted a list of 7 shows that were filming in Chicago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the 4th one was Force.
Force. I
Which
don't know
is
what the fuck that is.
no, it's the new show. It's Tommy's show.
okay,
Yeah,
damn, okay.
Force, Power, right? The new
Right,
Power.
right.
So I'm like, holy fucking shit! And it's 2 locations, and I won't say them. I text her that, and I'm like, yo, check these out. She's like, one of them is 6 minutes away from me right now. I'm leaving this place. I'm cashing out. I'm going.
She was happy as hell.
Boom. She's on the hunt, right? I'm gonna find Tommy. Type shit. She goes there, no sign of anybody. You know, it's a parking lot, huge warehouse. She's like, I'm gonna go to the other one. Or I'm sorry. She was like, I'm not gonna go to the other one. It's an hour and a half away. And I'm like, fuck, all right, well, at least you tried, blah, blah, blah. Then she's like, wait, no, it's 15 minutes away. I typed in the wrong address. She drives out there. I get a text message. It's Tommy's fucking car.
It's
And she's like,
Tommy.
all caps, it's Tommy. Boom, she found him. She found Joseph Sikora. They're filming in the streets.
So
they
she
have it all
actually
blocked
seen
up.
Tommy, or she just seen the car?
In the flesh, she saw him. She saw the car first turn the corner, and that he was coming out of a building while they were filming, and he was walking up to his car.
Oh, so it was actually scenes going
It was
on.
an actual
when she
live
seen him.
scene that she got to see.
Ooh,
She
okay,
about had an
that's dope.
aneurysm, man. She
Did
was
she?
like, she was freaking. She's texting me in all caps, Tommy, all this
Yeah.
shit. So she parks her car, and starts to walk up, and the whole set is like, they're all still masked up because they can't afford for anyone to get COVID. You know, like then it shuts down the whole fucking crew. So she's got a mask with her. She's walking up, and the security guy's like, hey, I can't let you go any farther.
Oh, she tried to roll on the scene.
She's
like,
got tears.
I need to see you, Tommy.
Exactly. She's got tears in her eyes. She says she's shaking, and she's like, please, Joseph Sikora is my favorite actor. And he goes, all right, you can come through, but I didn't see you, and I didn't see any of the photos you're taking. So she got on the set of fucking Power, Book 4 Force, and is standing on the outskirts. She said she was like 25 feet away from him, just quietly standing on the set,
looking
taking
at the shit go down.
She said she watched.
Did she record the shit?
She took a video and deleted it because she was so excited. She accidentally deleted it off of her Snapchat. So she got photos,
right? Yeah,
and some live photos of him moving and stuff. But anyway. Long story short, she was so happy. For those of you that know Power, you're a Tommy fan, and seeing him in person just blew her away. And to be able to get on set. Shout out to the security guard that let her do that, you know. And then she's she's like, okay, I'm going to remember this part. So when we watch the show in 2022, blah, 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 I know this scene. She gets in her car. He gets in his car and starts driving for the scene. They're filming him. She's driving next to fucking Tommy Egan.
You ain't
in Chicago, bro. I know. I wanted to save that for the pod.
Scene.
Yes, she's fucking driving, and she can see his car on the same road, and they're filming him, and she's just like, "This is amazing."
That's dope, motherfucker.
Yeah, and
that's some shit right there.
It all goes back to you with the series recommendation. It's one of our favorite shows, bro. Power. Okay. Yeah, she fell in love.
How did y'all watch the Raising Kanan?
We haven't yet, man.
I watched it. It was pretty good.
Was it?
I can't really tell you too much. I mean, it was good to the extent to where it's gonna be an explosion, man. Yeah. Like I see that first episode was good, man. Like it wasn't too much of him being a kid. Like it's starting off from the top notch where it all started.
That's amazing. God, what a series! What a series!
Exactly. I like how they did it, like to where, because I'm thinking like, damn, they just go talk about his life the whole goddamn season and just stretch this motherfucker.
Yeah.
But man, they getting right into this motherfucker, man. And you know, Kanan was the hypest one on there. I mean, you know, you got Tommy and Ghost.
He was the
but
devil
you know,
himself.
Kanan was the motherfucker. You hear me?
He was the devil, bro.
Man, they put that boy singing together. His episode, man, I think this about to take off.
Does he sound like 50?
I mean, he young. He's still a teenager.
Okay,
you know, they go probably drop 50 in there though, bro. But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, he was a kid. He was like a little man, and then he just stretched out between the whole episode. Like, it's like a whole hour movie real quick, and then you got 16 more episodes after this. That was a good ass introduction.
So it's dropping one episode at a time every Sunday.
Yeah,
sweet, man.
Yeah, and I like how I love that introduction, bro. It was good.
Excellent. Dude, the whole shout out to the whole Power family. Those guys, top notch, from producers to directors to the writers, for coming up with the idea.
They knew we wanted more. That's why they like shit. We got to do a part 2, part 3. What's the last one called? The Book of Ghosts or some shit?
Oh shit! Is it Ghost with Tariq? Even that, you know what? That wasn't like my favorite, but it was good. It was entertaining. You know what I mean?
Good, bro. They all gonna be the same. It's not gonna be like Power, but it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? They telling the story about the character.
It's gonna taste like Power.
That's good.
Yeah,
it's
100%.
It's gonna taste like that.
It's gonna taste like it. The executive producer had said something. I read an article about Tommy. She said something like, "Of course, people are gonna love Force. Tommy is like the ranch and Tommy, French fries of the show. Like everybody loves Tommy.
Ranch and French fries.
That's what she said. Like quote or something. You know, I'm paraphrasing. But
I say shit, the buffalo wings and the ranch, and then we put Ghost and you eat the hot sauce. You hear what I'm saying?
The ghost pepper. Is he alive? What do you think, bro?
I don't know. I don't think he is, man. I don't think it's been going on too long for him.
Maybe it's. I don't know. Maybe it depends.
If he was alive, he would have came in on that Tariq story or something.
They're gonna have him like come back in 5 years. Power Book 12.
If he do, man, it gotta be outstanding, man. Yeah. They can't just do it and just fuck up. Because if they bring him back and it's not good, man, it's gonna fuck up the whole show.
Yeah, I do think they
might as well just leave him dead. They shouldn't have killed him.
They risk the chance of being corny by bringing him back. You know, like I've seen all the fucking fan theories where they're like, oh, he switched the gun out and he wanted to see if Tariq was going to do it. And then Tommy sped off in the ambulance because he bought up, an ambulance company. Like it all lines up. It could be some like Game of Thrones shit where you're like, oh, wow, okay. But also they risk the chance of being corny by doing it. So Either way, I'm gonna watch. I'm a huge Power fan.
Yeah, definitely go see what's going on.
My girl got to watch Joseph Sikora live film, so I'm gonna be on the lookout for that scene. But she did that this week. I did some work, and it's Friday now, and we're podding. We're podcasting. What else? What else happened? Last week we listened to the new Pop Smoke album.
Ooh.
Sheesh. Are we gonna get into that? Let's get into that.
Let's jump into it, man.
Rest in peace, Pop. By the way,
Definitely, yeah.
always.
And I actually introduced you to his scenery.
Yes, you did years ago. It's weird to say, but years ago.
Not years ago.
2 years ago?
No. Let me see. He just
2019?
died, and he just died at the beginning of last year, bro. You know that, right?
Is that, or was it 2 years ago?
No, he died last year.
Okay, because with COVID,
I put
the
you on
whole
him.
year
I put you on
is-
him in 2019. He died at the beginning of. He died on I think February. Of
All right, so
2020.
a year and a half ago.
Yeah, well, yeah, you could say almost 2 years.
2019, 2021.
Oh no, it just sounded like when you said years ago. Like, damn, man, what you mean 5 or something?
No,
that motherfucker
but-
was only
but I
he
did
was only
wanna-
19.
Right,
20.
right. He would have been 20. I saw.
He would have been 22 the other day, actually.
It's 21, 22, something.
Yeah,
Yeah. He would have been 22. Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking wild, man. So
crazy.
sad. That
Yeah,
whole
man.
situation is just like,
He was authentic too, man. I like where he was moving to, man. He was one of them guys, and he had that sound that I never heard. I'm like, damn, this is crazy. Like,
not a mumble rapper.
right?
For his age, like as far as the guy, like the, and I'm not even calling these guys, but like Lil Peep, XX,
Even them guys, man, they had their own
They had
songs.
their
It was
own sound.
different. It was strange to me. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But I know a lot of people vibed with it.
But Pop,
Pop had that.
There was
It's
something
Dior,
so
Dior.
hey, like,
Hey,
and speaking of
the war.
Power and 50 Cent, like he was
Right,
majorly
right.
influenced by 50,
Exactly.
and I remember reading, or not reading, 50 was talking about him, and he was like, I met him. He told me he was I was one of his heroes, and he was texting the entire time we were talking, and it started to piss me off that this kid was texting while I was talking to him. And then I realized he was writing down everything
He
I
was
was
taking
saying.
notes. He was taking notes.
And it blew me away. He was like, and that just elevated this kid so much for me. Like he was writing down.
That
was taking
man.
notes.
He was ready. He like, man,
was ready.
I got it. I'm talking to, and you got to know he was looking up to him because he sounded like the nigga.
Absolutely. I mean, King of
And
New
I ain't gonna lie,
York.
man, his shit was kind of better though. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey,
I
yeah.
can't say that.
Shoot for the stars, aim for the moon, baby. So his first posthumous album was, in my opinion, we somewhat disagree on this. I liked it a lot. I thought the first one was...
I didn't say it was bad, man. Actually,
You didn't.
that was legendary. I was just so mad about hearing this album that they just released.
Yeah.
I'm like, man,
I think they should have stopped at the first one.
they should, because he, like I told you, he not here no more. He ain't have no input on this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the last one, like I said, he died in 2020. When did the last one come out? At the end of 2020.
Yeah, man.
So
I have it on
he
record.
was getting that
Maybe
shit
we'll-
together. Like, he had some input on that.
Yeah, 100%.
That actually was a legendary album.
It
for
was.
Pop Smoke.
It was, and I feel like everyone coming together doing features for that, it felt right. Even like some of the stuff, like he kind of leaned more into the R&B, less
actually,
Meet
I
the
ain't gonna say-
Woo
yeah,
type
yeah.
shit. But it was fantastic. It was well produced. 50 had his hand in it.
was.
It was really, really good.
It
I
was.
mean, I
Actually,
bought
was
it on
good.
vinyl.
It was good.
It was good, and it looks even better compared to the shit that just dropped last week. Was it last Friday we were hanging out?
I believe
when it came
so.
out.
I believe so.
Man, the album's called Faith. It's not it.
It just didn't stand up to justice, man. I mean, I know we liked that last song. What was it called?
It's French.
Mercy
Merci
beaucoup.
beaucoup. Yeah, something with
And it means
many
many
thanks.
thanks.
Exactly.
Okay.
Uh,
That's the only one I like. They put too many features on there for my man. And then the songs that they featured him on, I don't think the features even did a good job. Like, it just was,
it was kind of flat, bro.
it was bad, man.
We were
I
we
didn't
were
like that
hanging
at all
out.
for Pop.
We had
Because
just
I
got
like
some.
yeah.
We had just got some steaks, and we were listening to shit, and I was like, put something else on, and you were like, how about the new Pop Smoke album? And we were both like, oh, I was especially
Right,
very
you didn't even
hyped.
know it was coming out.
I had just seen the track list like a day or two before. I
Right,
didn't know
you-
it was
yeah.
dropping like
that day.
that day. So I was hyped. We were listening to it. Okay, first song, yeah. Second song, and we just went through it. And you turned it off about 3/4 of the way through. You're like, man, this isn't right. Like this is not Pop. Like it sounded like rough drafts that for other songs that he had already released, like verses that he had
Yeah, but
kind of
yeah, them labels, man, they like shit.
money.
We signed this guy, he died. We still need our fucking album.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's just bad.
Cold
Man.
business, man. It's
I,
gruesome. Pop Smoke, when he did his shit, he just was really carving into the wood. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He didn't even really get a whole goddamn foundation laid.
Yeah, no doubt. And you know what? Like, here's a perfect example of how the world is kind of receiving it. Pop Smoke's old producer thought his new album was so bad he apologized to Pop. Hip hop lately. Like, it's not just us. People are not feeling this. I understand that, you know what? If his family benefited from this and they got some money off of
Yeah,
it,
you know they had
that's
to.
Good for them. But like this
hope so.
just isn't it. And I can't see any more music coming out from him. Like, this has got to be it, man.
It gotta be.
Yeah.
And if it's not, I don't know what the fuck they gonna put out next.
It'll just be sound bites of him going, woo, wait. You know, that's what the album felt like in a lot of ways.
Yeah, one of them
Just-
songs, I'm like, God damn, man.
Sheesh.
It sounded nice, but he just kept saying the same. He was chanting the same shit. I'm
just
like,
wasn't
man,
it,
these motherfuckers out cold for this.
You know, and he went
That's
out.
too bad.
He went out in such a sad way where he didn't need to go out like that. And
But at least he left a stamp, man.
he left a stamp. He's legendary. He's a star forever.
Speaking
So-
of Pop Smoke, man.
Yeah, how about Peasy?
Man, that boy dodged one.
He did, bro.
Somebody after him.
Shit was crazy. It didn't you tell me he said that?
What?
Who sent you?
He said that.
Isn't
That's
that in
when
the
I
report?
read something that said like shit. I guess he was asleep in his car in his driveway or some
Christ.
shit like that.
Crazy.
Two motherfuckers came to his car. I guess he caught their ass just in time, shit. Before they can get his ass, so shit.
What was he doing sleeping in his
And
car?
they said he was out there asleep. But you know, man, he
What a
probably
story.
living. Yeah, he from Michigan. He probably living in one of these suburban areas, big ass house and shit out there in Rochester, some shit like that. Probably out here, shit, in
Right.
Clarkston. So he probably just out there relaxing, like how I do shit. I stay out here now, so sometimes I relax, sit in the car and shit. I ain't really got no worries. Somebody probably followed his ass, like shit. He probably came from the city or something.
It says Rochester Hills.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wow. Wow. It says 2 armed men pulled up on his vehicle. He was asleep. They were fighting, and one was heard shouting, or he was heard shouting, "Who sent you?"
So,
Shit is crazy, bro. He is.
who sent you? On some movie type of shit.
Honestly, who sent you? What are
Who
you
the
doing?
fuck sent you, motherfucker? He smacking with the pistol. Bitch, who sent you?
Michael
Blood popping out
Corleone.
his mouth. Bitch, who sent your bitch ass? Y'all niggas ain't complete the mission.
They did not, thankfully.
Thankfully.
You know, like we were just talking about Pop. Like that could have easily happened to Peasy.
Peasy, man, he on his shit. Peasy, I think Peasy my age, about 30.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well,
So
now
he been in this shit. Like he really on this shit. So he
Yeah.
looking forward to shit like that even happening. So he prepared.
he can be sleeping in his car and he's ready.
He ready.
One eye open.
Man.
Truly.
Maybe he wasn't that. I mean, he couldn't have been that damn sleepy.
No. Not to
Probably
fight
just
off
nodding off and shit like motherfucker.
2 armed gunmen to fight
Too
him
much
off.
of that drink, huh? My boy
Something,
said,
bro.
Man,
Yeah.
these boys done pulled up on me.
What is this? The Detroit News. Reward is now offered for one of the guys that attacked him. $1,000 reward.
No, I thought
For
they
any
caught them
information.
boys.
I think they caught one of them. $1,000 reward is being offered for information on one of 2 men involved in the Friday assault of the Detroit rapper known as Peasy. So that's a ongoing case. We're really happy nothing happened to him.
Hell yeah, man. Peasy the guy.
We got to
I like
protect.
his shit. He just came out with some new shit. His shit is authentic every time he been dropping. So
Yeah, he's a real one for sure. He's got some
Definitely one of them
solid
guys,
ass
man.
content.
he definitely one of them guys.
We might even be interviewing him one day.
Yeah, hopefully, man. What's happening, Peasy, man? Come sit down, talk to us.
Let us know.
Definitely get something out there, man.
So Peasy, we covered Pop Smoke. We did a little power talk. Anything else you want to cover?
I don't know, man. What you want to cover, man? What you want to talk about now, man? I mean, shit.
We were gonna keep this one short and sweet.
Nice little introduction, man.
Absolutely.
Nice introduction, man. I hope y'all ready, man. We got a lot of content coming for y'all guys. We gonna keep y'all at least for an hour, man.
That's what we're gonna shoot for.
most definitely an hour.
Yep.
It could get a little longer, but it's not gonna be 2 hours. I say that.
And we're thinking weekly, as mentioned
Weekly.
earlier. We want to do a weekly thing. We might even do bi-weekly drops where we drop multiple stuff throughout the week. But D&J is going to be its own show.
Yep. Be looking for merch. We gonna have the hoodies, D&J, Ran
Hell
Lab
yeah.
in the record room.
We got it.
We got everything coming, man.
We're working with an artist.
We going out, man.
Yeah.
This is what we want to do. So this is what we go put head for, foot forth, soul forth. Everything is on the line right now.
Everything is velvet.
Everything is velvet. You hear me?
That's right. This is D&J live in the record room. Yeah. We'll see you all next week. Thanks for listening, guys.